Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy Snypz. We are in the building, folks. This is going to be a lot of fun, man. Franchise Football Federation Season 2 draft. Getting things started here, man, and it should be a lot of fun to rock with here today. So look, I know we got some different things going on here today. So first and foremost, let me put it out there real quick. Let me stop this for a second. Because I just want to make sure that everybody has an understanding on how drafts work here on Snypz TV Gaming and how we get this thing started. All right. So basically, in a nutshell, what's going to happen here is, we're just going to, we're basically going to be, this is almost like I ain't going to necessarily say it's a rated R type of situation here. It's not, you know what I mean? You're not going to hear Snypz cussing like a sailor here because I didn't get a pick or whatever it may be. Or I don't think we'll hear anybody do that for that matter. Okay. It's primarily going to be me here. I will take some people if they want to come in here and shoot their shot. You know what I'm saying? I may take some people to come in here and talk their talk a little bit. I don't got a problem with that. Okay. I don't got a problem with that at all. But what this is basically all about, man, is for you guys to have some family time. Let's call it that. How about that? We're going to call this some family time. All right? Because the draft is about to start. All right? He has officially started the draft, it looks like. So, again, it looks like the Seahawks will have it first. Okay? The Seahawks will have it first. So we're gonna show the draft live on my end. Okay, obviously, you guys are gonna see who I pick and everything else in just a moment. But it's on pause right now, so hold tight. Hold tight for 1 second. Oh, matter of fact, let me fix this real quick before I go to that screen. Hold on 1 second, guys. All right, I think I'm good now. All right. Something was going on my screen. I won't show you what it was, but I could do it now. I'm good to go. All right, so look. He has got the draft live and ready to go now here. So it's official, everybody. We got draft time here. We got draft time. And it looks like the Seahawks will get things started. Now, look, the commissioner will be in contact with me live about any trades that happen throughout the draft. And we'll talk about those trades. He'll give them to me and I'll basically post them up, let you guys see what the trades were. So I got people in here asking, where's the stream at? I'm going to pop it up one more time. So the stream is up there. All right. Shout out to everybody that's in the building right now. My man, General Gaming in the building. Good to see you. And that's kind of wild to me. I couldn't believe I just saw that too myself. 2 Seahawk picks in a row. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. So the first pick for the Seahawks, and man, he must have gave up a bunch for the future and players as well too. So Downs is the pick. So KO Downs is the first pick. So clearly, well, actually, actually, wow, they got the 3rd pick and the 5th pick. Unbelievable. Wow. They got the 3rd pick and the 5th pick. So they got 1st, 3rd, and 5th in the first round. That is wild. That is wild. Now, look, guys, don't forget, I need you guys to put your picks up somewhere in the Discord. Please put your picks up if you are in here right now. Put your picks up. Parker is the pick for the Cowboys. TJ Parker is the pick for the Cowboys. So the Seahawks are back up at number 3. We're going to be doing this for 4 hours, folks. These guys are going to be here for 4 hours. So we'll be here until 7 p.m. Eastern. So a busy day here today, and I don't know why that blacked out on me just now. But we're still good. So the 3rd pick for the Seahawks. We're going to skip all that. Caden Proctor, left tackle. So he's working on the trenches now. So we got nothing but defense so far. We got an edge rusher. We got an edge rusher right now. We got a safety. And now we're working on the trenches as we get a right tackle picked at number 4 and by the Broncos. And now the 5th pick come to the Seahawks. Look, I don't know what happened with these picks. I don't know what happened with these picks here. So the Seahawks, they take a linebacker. So they're working on pretty much defense for the Seahawks here. Anthony Hill Jr. I want to see some of these picks, guys. So again, in the Discord, I'm not sure, did he create a... Let me see if there's a spot. It doesn't look like there's a spot for it. I want to see some picks. I want to see some picks posted. I need to see some picks posted. I need to see some stats from these guys. I need to see some stats. So the Cleveland Browns is up right now. Let's see who they selected. They selected Harbor. I hate when they do that first name stuff or what have you, but I'm going to assume that's Nick Harbor. He's a wide receiver, so I'm assuming that's Nick Harbor. I'm assume that is Nick Harbor. I need to see those stats for sure. I'm going to assume that is Nick Harbor. I could be wrong, but it's a wide out. But I definitely want to see the stats. Again, I need picks, guys. I need picks in the chat, everybody. You guys that are in this draft, I need picks. Send me some pictures. Send me some pictures, guys. Let's get to it. There's number 7 pick here by the Miami Dolphins. They get the quarterback, Garrett Nussmeier. So Nussmeier's the first quarterback off the board here. And the Bengals, who we already know do not need a quarterback. Let's see where he's going to go. I want to know if that's Nick Harbor. I want to know if that's Nick Harbor, guys. I really do. I need to know if that is Nick Harbor. We all know what that man does in college football 25 and 26. Nothing but respect for that guy. We all know what he does there. All right, so I really need to know what is going on with that Harbor cat. I need to know that if that's Nick Harbor. I need to see those stats. I need to see those stats. I definitely need to see those stats. So the 7th pick is in. Peter Woods, the D tackle. So the 9th pick is coming up here for the Carolina Panthers. And we're just coming in the league. And Slim Jenkins said, yeah, it is. Yeah, but yeah, I play college. I know a little bit about it. Not a lot. I know about some of the players, but I know Nick Harbor. I know Nick Harbor. I think a lot of people here in the league know Nick Harbor. I know a lot of people in this league know Nick Harbor. No question. So Jair Hill, cornerback for the Panthers, is selected. I need guys to post picks, everybody. I need guys to post picks. So I got information in regards to the Seahawks trades. All right. I got information for the Seahawks trades. So 2 Seahawks trades has happened. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at this pick here first. And this is Dante Lawson, another backer. So now we're at the 11th pick. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, respectfully, because I just came into the league myself just last night, I am not going to make any selections. I'm not going to do that. I got respect for people in the leagues and everything else. I came in here. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't even thinking about coming into this league. And when he told me the Giants were open, I'm like, I'm already in a few leagues already. But when he said the Giants were open and I'm playing with the Giants in every league, so I'm just like, you know what? I'll get in. Why not? You know what I'm saying? So I'm respectfully not going to make any picks, guys. I'm not going to make any picks. So whoever is controlling the draft right now, I think the commission's here. If he's controlling the draft, he could just go ahead and just go past me. I'm just doing it respectfully. I got respect for guys in the league. All right? So that's what I'm doing. All right? No, I know I'm allowed to. But I got respect for guys in the league that has sat here and done their homework. I know how it is to come in and do your homework, and then somebody just comes in and just swoops a specific guy you did homework on, and you new to the league. Like, I would feel a little some type of way. I know it's petty, but I would feel some type of way. So I got respect for guys in that regard. So I'm not going to make any selections, guys. I'm not. I'm gonna let them pick who the Giants get, and we'll work with what we got. That's what we're gonna do. As long as I got my core, I'm cool. All right. Just as long as I got my core, we're good. I need picks, guys. Once again, I need picks. So look, real quick, let me give you the information about the Seahawks trades. Again, if you just tuned in, the Seahawks had the first pick, the third pick, and the fifth pick in the draft. The Seahawks gave the Saints, it looks like they gave them DeMarcus Lawrence, tight end Elijah Arroyo, and halfback Zach Carbonet. And he got the number 1 pick, and he also got the number 3 pick out of the deal. So a 91 overall, a 77 overall, and a 79 overall. And the points matched up via Neon Sports. Again, number 1 spot for Madden, stat keeping, and much, much more. The numbers matched up. Those numbers matched up. That's crazy. And then the second trade was actually apologies. I got that wrong on that. Apologies. The Saints sent the first pick, and they sent the third pick, number 15. They sent pick number 15. Okay, they sent pick number 15, but then the second one came about where the Jaguars. Let me make sure I'm reading this right, guys. Give me a second, because he sent me the picture. Matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys a picture. Let's do that. I'm gonna show you guys a picture so you see exactly what is going on here with this trade situation. Y'all need to see this, so I'm gonna make sure I send it right now. Once again, let me know if guys have sent picks. Commish, let me know if guys have sent picks so we can talk about some of these guys that are in this draft right now. We definitely want to see some of these guys that are in the draft. Oh, right tackle. I'll take it. They know we got to work on the line. I'll take it. I'll take that right tackle. All right, so here's the pick. Here's the pick situation right here. This is what we have seen here. This is the first one. Let me get this second one also, because we need to make sure we got all of them here. All right, let's get this one too. All right, so that's the first one for the Jags. And then the second one for the Saints was this one right here. Actually, this was the first one technically for the these are all for the Seahawks. These were all for the Seahawks. FYI. Again, these were all for the Seahawks. And I figured out why. I think that the reason why we see some of those, I know I've had people ask about it. I actually had to go look it up while I was doing this as well. And then I reconfirmed with a couple other people as well too so basically when you see these hashtag names and things of that such, when you see all these hashtag names, I guess the players, because of obviously you guys know the college players get paid and everything now, and they have to agree on specific things. So more than likely Nick Harbor did not agree on something in specific. Obviously he can still use his last name, you know what I mean? But they're not going to put that first name in. It's spelled really different. It's spelled differently, no question. But if they don't agree on certain things in their NIL deals, that is why you see those type of names put up there like that. Now, obviously, when you get to the later seasons, then you start seeing those things on a regular basis, you know what I'm saying? But it's based on somebody's actual name that might be in college. Remember, we're talking about hundreds of college schools out there. So, you know what I mean? We got to understand that some guys don't have an NIL deal, so they can't put their name out there if they don't have one. Now, Roller, that's one of them too. But most of the reasons, look at the Nick Harbor thing, for example. So is Nick an offensive name? You got to think about that. Nick's not an offensive name. And if you wanted to spell Nick, you could just spell N-I-C-K. You know what I mean? I get it's N-Y-C-K. That's how his name is spelled, N-Y-C-K. There's nothing offensive about that. You see what I'm saying? I understand where you're coming from, because if it does sound offensive, then no question they're not going to put it out there. You know what I mean? But but at the same time, these video games are weird. They're weird. They really are. They're really weird. But it's all good. You guys are drafting pretty fast. I like seeing this. You guys are drafting pretty fast here right now. You guys are drafting pretty fast. I like what I see right now, guys. All right, so look, we got some pictures. We got some pictures right here. So let's take a look at a couple of these pictures that we got here. So the number 11 pick for the Falcons, they got Avion Terrell. All right. He got a 99 agility, 92 acceleration, 90 jumping power. 90 jumping, excuse me. A 95 speed. He got a beast. He got a beast. He's a little slow. He's not. Actually, he's pretty big for a cornerback, actually. 5'11" is decent for a cornerback. But the fact that he's got that 95 speed, 99 agility, his strength got to get up, though. I'll say that. His strength has to get up. So that is the Falcons selection in Avion Terrell. But it was an A+ pick for him, too. So big up to the Falcons giving us a pick. I could not see this other one that we got up here. I believe it's Jair Hill. That's the Panthers pick at number 9. And looks like he's pretty decent, too, with a 95 speed corner. So we got some fast corners in this draft already. We got some fast corners in this draft. I like what we got going on here right now. I can't really see everything on his picture, but got some pretty fast corners right now in this draft. Let's see what else we got here. We got a A+ pick for Dante Lawson. So Dante Lawson was a A+ pick. Lawson was the Eagles selection at that Sandbacker. So once again, the Eagles getting a big linebacker. Peter Woods, which was that, I think he was right there. Yeah, number 8 spot. He was an A- pick. And don't forget, guys, if you could show your actual agility and all that other stuff, that would be great if you could show that stuff. Eli Stowers, the tight end for the Texans. Pretty good stats here for him as well, too. 89 speed tight end. You can't beat that. That's always a big deal when you get an 89 speed tight end. That's always a big deal. So that's a great pick for the Texans. Danny Dennis Sutton for the Jags. Good pick for him. And you know what? Let me put this out there before I talk about him. I believe if the Chicago Bears are here right now, do me a favor, please, and make sure you put your post up because we're not going to see who you selected. We're not going to see who you selected. Anytime we get the last person, anytime we get the last person come up, we can't see who they picked. So please make sure that you put your you put your picks up for us if you get an opportunity, because he's a 32nd pick, so we won't be able to see his stuff at all. All right. So Danny Destin Sutton once again for the Jags, 86 speed backer. Again, he's actually an edge rusher actually. Let's see, 85 jumping. Not bad. Not bad. This is not a bad pick. This is not a bad pick. I'm not sure what the final score was for it. But Blake Miller just got selected, another right tackle here for the Rams. Jeremiah Love goes to the 49ers. I'm interested to see his stats. Zane Durant for the Eagles, another D tackle. They're working on the defense. Once again, I don't know how much defense you got to work on. Denzel Boston for the Ravens. Good selection there. Jake Slaughter, the center. Good selection for him as well. Isaiah World, the left tackle. You gotta love that name, Isaiah World. Gotta love that name right there. Gotta love it. Zachariah Branch, the wideout, went to Pittsburgh. Wow. Okay. All right. So we're down to second round, everybody. So Jordan Castell was the pick from Florida for the Bears. Jordan Castell, once again, was the pick for the Bears. So the Commanders are back up now at pick number 33. Once again, when you guys get an opportunity, go to the Draft Studs link over in Discord. Put your selections there so we can see them. And make sure they're clear pictures if you can, please. If you can make them a little bit closer, it's greatly appreciated. Oscar Delp, the tight end. Cowboys get Dalen Everett. We got a backer here that was selected. Howard Perkins in the first round. He was selected, and a 90 speed backer. He's going to be something to deal with. That's a great pick. He's going to be something to deal with right there. When you talk about speed, everything else you can work on. Everything else you can work on. There's no question there. Everything else you can work on. So the speed alone for him is going to be a detriment for that team. No question. Denzel Boston was selected. I think we might have talked about him already, actually. The wideout. I forgot what team it was again that got him, but matter of fact, I could go back and look. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's turn this on so that way we make sure we can roll back and take a look at some players. I won't be able to go back just yet, but it's all right. So the Vikings are up right now. We're getting some selections here. Let's see who else we got here. The Eagles had picked 27 in the first round. They had picked up Zane Durant from Penn State. He's going to be, I'm going to tell you guys right now, as far as a defensive tackle, he might be a guy that we see a lot of work with out there in Philly, man. I mean, look, Philly is working on something over there, and they already had plenty. They already had plenty. All right, they already had plenty, so that's going to be different. No question about it. Let me put my controller back up. I do apologize. Matter of fact, let me just plug my controller in. All right, yep, we just plugged that controller in. So Christian Miller was selected for the Vikings. Cade Klubnik, the quarterback, going to Denver. Wait a minute. Does Denver still have Bo Nix? Does Denver still have Bo Nix? Let me know in the chat if that's the truth or not. I don't know. Does Denver still have Bo Nix here? Did he get rid of Bo Nix? Then a second-round quarterback? Bo Nix is a great Madden quarterback. Oh, you only got one QB. Oh, man. Man, I hope that don't mess up the morale. You were almost better off going to get like a, going to free agency and getting a bridge quarterback or something. Because, man, I think Denver's like a missing piece to having a stellar team that could possibly take out the Chiefs on a regular basis. That's if you didn't get rid of anybody anyway. Shout out to all you guys that have followed here tonight, man, or today, I should say. I appreciate you guys following us. I haven't named anybody yet because I'm trying to keep up with everything that's going on here right now. These drafts go crazy. So I appreciate everybody that's dropping the follows for us though too. We definitely thank you guys so much for it. Let's see what else we got here. So Eric Singleton, I'm not sure who. Oh, I guess this is the Patriots. I got Eric Singleton, wide receiver with 94 speed, 98 acceleration. So he's going to get off the line real quick. 94 agility, 92 change of direction. He's going to be a stellar wideout, no question. He's 5'11" though. So a little bit short, but nonetheless, he's definitely he'll be a monster slot guy. He'll be a monster slot guy right there. But that is definitely an A+ pick. And matter of fact, his picture does say it's an A+ pick. So big up again to the Patriots, getting a big selection there. Jeremiah Love, he's got A's across the board for the Niners. We already know that pretty much. I want to see the numbers. I need to see the numbers for that guy. I need to see the numbers. That's what I want to see. Guys, look, I want to see the numbers. Guys are sending me numbers. Big up to the Patriots. Big up to the Patriots. Big up to the Ravens. The Commanders. The Cards. Man, big up to these guys, man. They're sending me the numbers. I want to see the numbers, guys. I need to see the numbers of these guys. You know what I mean? So we could talk about it a little bit. You know what I mean? Now, look, I'm going to tell you guys right now, in the next half hour, okay? In the next half hour, I want somebody to get on the Discord call with me. Somebody that's in the league, all right? You got to watch your mouth, though, all right? You got to watch your mouth. No F-bombs in here, all right? No F-bombs in here. No N-words in here. We don't play those games, all right? So, again, in the next half hour, I want somebody to come on here at Discord with me. All right? And I'm going to ask you some questions. And I want you to talk your talk on why you may think you may win the bowl next year. All right? I need to know who's going to win the bowl. Who's going to win this thing for season 2? I'm curious. I really need to know who's going to do it. All right? We already saw who did it the first season. We saw it for the first season already. Dominant game by TNP. 42-17. He was a monster. All right, so look. Who's going to take him out? That's my question. I want to know who's going to take him out. And I'm going to get somebody in here. Whoever it may be. Matter of fact, I'm going to let the commish. I need you to give me the first selection of the person that's going to be legit to come in here and talk their talk. That's what we need here today. All right, so the next half hour, next 30 minutes. All right, next 30 minutes, that's what we're going to do. Like that pick for the Falcons of Bug Clark. Dorian Or Durrani Jackson. I was about to say Dorian Jackson. I'm tripping. Again, I go back a little bit to that Denver pick, man. I like it. Here's the thing, like, I like the pick. I do like the pick. You know, in the second round, because I think he's a second round quarterback. You know, as far as Matt is concerned, he's a second round quarterback. So I get it why he took him. But I just hope it doesn't mess up Bo Nix and his ability. You know what I'm saying? I hope it doesn't mess that up. That's all. Kevin Falk, all A's across the board for the left edge. So that's pretty big there for the Bucks. So right now the Cards are back up, and see what the Cards are going to do. We getting a bunch of pictures in now. Shout out to all you guys bringing the pictures in here. Patriots, Eric Singleton. I think we talked about him already, right? Yeah, we talked about him already. Yeah, so we talked about them. Trying to look at some guys with some numbers right now. Raiders picked up Malik Muhammad. And Malik Muhammad, 90 speed cornerback, 6-footer. I got a corner in one of my other drafts. I got a corner. Guy had 90, he was 94 speed. And I think he was like, I'm trying to remember his last name, but he was 6'4". You get them corners, man. When you get those corners that are big like that and they got some speed on them. Look, the perfect example, all right? And I call him at all times. Everybody that follows me here on Snypz TV Gaming, they know when I say they are Mr. Untradeable, that means you can't give me anything to give him up. Tariq Woolen for the Seahawks. That is a guy. There is nothing anybody would be able to give me to give up. No way. When you got 97, 98 speed and you're 6'4" at a cornerback position, that is lockdown. You cannot give me anything to give that guy up. Can't do it. Can't do it. Oh, man. Slim Jenkins telling him don't give him the info. I'm not giving info like that. It's just something. It's just my preference. That's just me. There's some guys that there's a lot of guys, believe it or not, there's a lot of guys that don't believe that. Like, look, they gonna go get a haul for the guy. And I understand that too. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not doing work with them, then, look. But when you got those type of intangibles that you can't teach, that it's just right there and it's in your face, it's like, damn, why? Exactly, Slim. Exactly, man. Exactly. It's a fun draft here so far. Fun draft here so far, guys. Fun draft. I like what I'm seeing with these selections right now. The Giants are up now. They'll make their pick in a minute. I'm not making, again, guys, listen, I am not making any selections. I just got here. I'm not making any selections. I'm not pooping on nobody. Not doing that. Not going down. So the selections will be picked for me, and I will make it work after that. All right? So who my boys get? Who did my boys get? You guys are going to see my numbers, I think, live right here. So here we go. Antonio Williams, wide receiver. Interesting. Interesting. So you know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have some fun here. And let's take a look at some of these players. I don't know if they'll be on the depth chart yet. I don't think they'll be in there yet. Or will they be? Nah, they're not going to put him in there yet. Nope, they're not putting him in there yet. I just got to go and look at the player, I guess. I'll do it in a minute, though. Commanders going DB in the third round. I love it. James B. Killen saying the Bucs defense going to be a problem. Look, he might be right, man. He's making some picks. I ain't gonna lie to you. The Bucs are making some picks, man, and that's a division that could be, again, I gotta go look at, what the records were talking about in the division as far as against each other and everything else. But the Bucs were already a tough team to deal with, and just adding this level of defense right now that the Bucs have been doing, they look like they're gonna be pretty. They're gonna be something to mess with. For real. Tight end Joe Royer for the Packers. Now, the Packers didn't get rid of their tight ends, right? The Packers didn't get rid of their tight ends, did they? A.J. Harris for the Browns. That's not bad. Texans got Charles Jagelshaw. Oh, you traded your first round pick for Jaden Carter with Phil. Oh, wow. So you got Jaden Carter now on the Bucs. Jalen Carter on the Bucs. Man, that front four, man, look, NFC South, y'all better watch out. Y'all better watch out. They're going to be something to deal with. They are definitely going to be something to deal with. So, question to most of you guys here. So, my question real quick is, how many guys here? How many guys here on PlayStation 5? How many guys here on the Series X? On Xbox. I shouldn't say Series X. I should say Xbox because there's two different Xboxes. I know a lot of guys are on on P5. Yeah, we're getting a lot of P5s in the chat right now. Okay. Now, so this league, the league is primarily P5, huh? Okay. Now, I got both, but I joined this league on Xbox. It was just easier to get into for some strange reason, but I joined the league on Xbox. Like, it, obviously have the same sign-in for both consoles, but for some reason the invite wasn't going to my P5, so I said, screw it, I'm going to get on the Xbox. Why not? May as well. You know what I mean? Give me a reason to, I got reasons to still play my Xbox. Don't get it twisted. I still love my Xbox. I love both consoles. I love them both. Besides this game, guys, I'm going to be playing Arc Raiders when it comes out next week. I can't wait for that game. If y'all don't know nothing about it, go look it up. That's all I'm going to tell you. That's all I can say about it. If you don't know nothing about that Arc Raiders game, go look it up. It comes out October 30th. And it is not even expensive. Go look it up. Evan Stewart for the Ravens. Like it. Ravens trying to build something here as well, too. Bills get Carnell Tate. I need to see those numbers for Carnell Tate. Chatterrocks, that's on both consoles. The Arc Raiders game, that's on both consoles. Yep, I see that Panthers pick having those hashtags. We got, I think it's 3 hashtag names so far. One of them we knew exactly who it was. That first rounder in Nick Harbor. We know that was Nick Harbor. But they took out the Nick. And it's spelled N-Y-C-K. Lenoris Sellers going to the Raiders. Wow. Now, again, you college guys, y'all know about Lenoris Sellers. Now, here's a question for the Broncos. Why not get Lenoris Sellers? I want to see, Raiders, please, if you are here, please send the numbers. I need to see what kind of ratings they gave him here. Please send those to me. I need those. I need those like now. Lenoris Sellers was the Lamar Jackson in college football. I'm sorry. Yeah, Chatterbox, they got the rookie draft class. Yes, sir. Oh, Drew Allard gonna get drafted. Somebody gonna take him. Somebody gonna take Drew Allard. I mean, I said that. Look, I hope the Giants take him. Again, I'm not gonna make the selection, but if the Giants take him, I'll take it. I don't have a problem. We're probably gonna part with Russell Wilson. I don't think he's still on the team. I need to take a look. Matter of fact. Again, I didn't really want to do anything until after the draft was complete. You know what I'm saying? Then I could really go in and look at the team and everything else. So I really didn't want to look at anything until after the draft is complete. And Drew Allard got picked right there with the Ravens. There you go. So the quarterbacks looks like they want to start really going here. Three quarterbacks in the second round. Michael Taffy from Texas. He's a safety from Texas. He's actually not bad. Although this year, they're not that good. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I was in the Madden, not the Madden, I'm sorry. I was in the college phase right now of Manning from Texas. I really was. As most of you guys know, I'm a Giants fan. And, I got so much respect for the Madden family, what they've done, from the quarterback perspectives for those guys. And I just knew that Arch Manning was going to come in and have and he does have intangibles. Don't get it twisted. The one thing that he has over his family is speed. He actually's got wheels on him. You know what I'm saying? That's the one thing he's got. But he's struggling this year. And I'm not saying that he ain't gonna make it to the NFL. Somebody's gonna give him an opportunity, but he's struggling this year. He really is struggling. And I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe, this is his first year being a full-time starter and everything. So I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. I hope he does become successful in the NFL. I know I'm just happy that the Giants landed Jackson Dart. I'm so happy. That's who I wanted. The two guys we wanted, we got them. We got Jackson Dart. I wanted Jackson Dart, and I wanted badly. I live out here in Arizona. I wanted him back in the second round, okay? I wanted Scatterboot in the second round. He fell to the fourth, and I couldn't believe it. And we got him. I've been watching that guy play. Nicholas Singleton to the Jets. I like that. Eric Gentry. All right, let me go back in here and look at some numbers. Let's talk a little bit of numbers. Next 10 minutes, I want to find out who wants to come in here and shoot their mouth a little bit. Who feels froggy in this draft? Who's feeling froggy about what they're doing, and are they going to make it to where they knock out TNP? Because he put in work, man, with them Bears in the season 1 Super Bowl. So who's going to knock him out? That's what I want to know. Let me go in here real quick and look at some of these numbers. Now, see, the Seahawks are shout out to the Seahawks. He's sending a lot of the pictures, but I know they're not. Some of them are not from his team. So I need some of my guys in here. Make sure you guys are sending the numbers from your team so I can show love to your team. And you can let me know what team it's from. If you don't have your team name on there, send them to me that way. It's greatly appreciated. So we're in round 3 now. Pick number 65 here in round 3. And they take Tariq Sack, the right edge, out of Florida. Chatterrocks, I agree, Chatterrocks. They definitely need better cover corners, no question, because Deonte Banks is a terrible cover corner. In Madden, in real life, he's not that good either. In real life, they definitely need some. Adebo's been a beast, though. Adebo has been an absolute beast. I don't care about speed. He's been an absolute beast for us this season. That was a incredible pickup from the Saints. I'm surprised the Saints didn't keep him, to keep it a buck with you. So Barian Brown from LSU. Okay, Steelers. Now we got 3 picks coming up for the Cardinals. 3 picks coming up for the Eagles. Man, you guys were in wheeling and dealing, weren't you? You guys were wheeling and dealing. You guys were really wheeling and dealing in here. I'm looking at all these selections. 1, 2. Sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. It's weird. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, 4 picks in this round for the Seahawks. Do the Seahawks have any more picks after this? Like, how many total picks do they have in this draft this year? Damn. Seahawks trying to win a Super Bowl, man. They're trying to win a Super Bowl. Heavy. Slim Jenkins said I had to watch all the trades. Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, they got a lot of draft picks, man. A lot. They got a lot of draft picks. They got a whole lot of draft picks. Makai Kamara, I like that one. Jordan Tyson. Yo, Jordan Tyson. Oh, my goodness. Yo, I was just talking to my boy about this like a couple days ago, okay? I was just talking to my boy a couple days ago about this. And to me, even last year when he was injured, I said Jordan Tyson is the best wide receiver in college football. Period. I don't care what nobody says. At me if you want. I understand Jeremiah Smith. I get it. But Jordan Tyson, he is yo. Y'all might not watch enough ASU games. And if y'all don't learn from Cam Scatterbull, then again, I'm out here in Arizona. I'm not an ASU fan, but hey, they play out here. I watch them. I watch sports. Jordan Tyson has NFL intangibles, and that dude is going to be a problem in the NFL. I think over Jeremiah Smith, and I think Jeremiah Smith, I think he's going to be a problem as well, as long as he's tooled correctly. As long as he's with the right team and the right scheme, he is going to be something special. With Jordan Tyson, I think he can go to any scheme. That's why I think he's the best wide receiver in college. All right, so we got a trade alert. We got a trade alert coming. We got a trade alert. So the Seahawks, they trade pick number 85 for pick 128 and pick 185. So they're trading that selection. They are trading them to the New England Patriots, I believe. Am I right? Am I right, Colt? Am I right, Seahawks? Am I right about that? Let me know in the chat. Hey, Slim, look, we can agree to disagree, brother. It's all gravy, man. Look, I ain't say nothing bad about Jeremiah Smith, but that Tyson cat, man, I'm just talking about from a scheme perspective. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I think he can go to any scheme. Any scheme. I think Jeremiah Smith has to get the right fit. I think, but a Jordan Tyson, I think any scheme he go to, he gonna be a problem. And if he keep playing that, he's not playing today. He actually is out with an injury today. But I think that's the one thing that will mess him up is if he continues to get injured. That's his primary issue. So if he gets that situated, wherever he goes, he is going to be a issue. Look, let the Giants not win another game. I mean, I don't think that's going to be the case, man. I think Dart and Scatterbull alone will will these guys to a win or two, another win or two. But even if that wasn't the case, listen, any one of those two guys there, man, you better grab them. I do apologize, guys. You might hear the fan in my face a little bit here. My air just went down. Remember, I just told you I live in Arizona. Now, it's not super hot like it was. It's definitely cooled down big time, but it still gets uncomfortable sometimes when you're in a studio. I'm in a studio right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, my office, and I got a hot computer. There's the only way I'm doing this. So there's just no way that I'm going to be able to keep stuff as cool as I want to keep it. You know what I'm saying? But it's been a good drive here so far. I'm definitely enjoying this one. Yeah. I agree. For me, listen, as far as from so far in the draft, I'm going to say this right now. I think the steal from the quarterback perspective right now for this draft is Lenore Sellers going in the second round, deep in the second round. I thought he was going to be selected earlier. I did. Okay? I really did. I really thought that. Let me see if did the Raiders send me any pictures yet? I want to know Lenore Sellers' stats. I need to see those. I need to see if we can find those. Hold on a second. I need to see them Seller stats. I need them Lenore Seller stats. Oh, gotcha. Okay. So real quick, now I know we don't have those stats, but we do have the Cade Klubnik stats. We're just looking those up just now. Okay, so he's starting off with a 90 throw power, 84 speed, not bad, 6'2". Okay, so decent sized quarterback. You know, the biggest things I want to look at with quarterbacks, you know, if they're ever there, which they never are when they pop up the information, but, you know, you want to look at the throw power, which they do have that here, but you want to look at, like, the accuracy and the deep ball accuracy and everything else. Those are the type of things you want to look at with the quarterbacks, but unfortunately, they don't show all that here with Cade Klubnik, but it's a good start with some of the things that he has. He has a lot here in the green. His strength is decent for a rookie, acceleration decent, agility decent, change of direction decent. So not a bad pick at all. Again, for the Broncos, I'm not going to say it was a bad pick at all. It was not. But man, when you know Lenore Sellers, between the two, in the game of Madden, let me just put that out there. In the game of Madden, there is no question in my mind I'm taking Lenore Sellers first. You know what I'm saying? But again, I respect that pick because he only has one quarterback, so I respect the pick. I know somebody earlier asked, you know, why did he take a quarterback there anyway? And he didn't mention it. He only has one quarterback. So he's going to make sure he gets somebody solid early so he doesn't have to worry about it later on. And it was a second round pick. So because it was a second round pick, it's not going to be as big as a contract to sign him for, but he would have been it definitely would have been a lot better off if one of those guys were to fall back to 4 or 5 and get the quarterback there, because then it'd have been like you know, chump change. Kevin Concepcion. You see, I had to add my swag to it, right? No, I ain't Spanish. Had to add my swag to it, though. I like the picks, though. Cards picks is nice. I like them. Tosh Baker went at right tackle for the Patriots. That was the trade alert that we had got, where the Seahawks took 2 of their picks at the later rounds. You guys are flowing through this draft, though. I will say that. You guys are definitely flowing through this draft right now. So we're basically an hour in, a little over an hour in. And you guys are sitting here at round 3 right now. Now, I'll put it out there right now to you guys. If you get this draft done, if this draft is done by 3 o'clock, if you guys have this draft done by 3 o'clock today, I'm going to have to bless y'all with a game of the week. We have to find, a week 1 game of the week. Either week 1 or week 2. Try to get that figured out and bless y'all with a commentary week 1 game of the week. We have to bless y'all with one. But we gotta see if we get it done by then. We gotta see if we can get it done by then. Fat, listen. I feel the talk, bro. I feel the talk. I love it. They gotta beat you, man. They gotta beat you. Hey, what was the division there? What was the division for the first who won the division in the AFC West? We got another hashtag Williams for the Eagles. Wide receiver. Now we got to try to figure out who that is. So they got a tight end and a wide out in back-to-back picks. Then they get a cornerback in DJ McKinney. I see your work, Philly. I see your work. It is KC, huh? It is KC. Yeah, you know what? You're right, because look, it's only two small little hashes. Yep, it's KC. Yeah, you're right, brother. You're right. That's how you can kind of tell, guys, when you see the 2 hashes. KC. Makes sense. You learn something new in every draft, don't you? You learn something new in every draft. I'm telling you. Once again, shout out to all you guys that have followed us here. We appreciate you guys following us today. Again, if you like the content here, please drop us a follow. Don't forget our YouTube page as well. We keep these things on YouTube forever, man. So again, if you have an opportunity and you're able to follow us on YouTube, we're trying to grow that. Also, make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. And make sure you hit all so that way you know whenever any videos are put up on our YouTube page. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure you follow Snypz TV Gaming on YouTube. Because when we do these things on Twitch, they're here for about 14 days and then they go. And it's not me doing it. It's Twitch. They have to save space. That's what they have to do. So it's not me. Can't blame me. So show some love over there on YouTube. You guys, do you understand? Like, for a while, I've been really trying to push the YouTube because I want to put more content on there, and I want to put some exclusive content on there also that I've been working on for leagues like this and many other leagues that I commentate for. All right, but it's been a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. It's been a pain in the ass, but I've been working on some things. But it's really been a pain because I have to have the subscribers over on YouTube to do it. And that's why I ask everybody to go on there and subscribe to us. It don't cost any money. It's free. It's just hit subscribe. That's it. That's it. It helps the numbers. So we are now in round 4. That's a name right there. Yo, is Seattle making picks because of their name? King Mac. King Mac. That's a serious name right there. That's a serious name right there. Strong safety Peyton Bowen going to the Jags. Chandler Rivers, a cornerback out of, I can't remember the college he came from. I can't remember, and I got to look it up. I can't remember. I know who he is. I just can't remember the college he came from. So I got a question for you guys right now. What team so far has had the best draft? Now, look, I know you guys can be hype about your draft and everything, but what team right now you think has the best draft thus far? I mean, Seahawks is right there. I mean, with all the picks that they had, they better have a good draft. Matter of fact, I got to put it out there, man. I'm going to think the Seahawks, I think NFC, if you don't make it to the NFC Championship, it's a failure. There's too many draft picks for them. They got 2 here in the 4th. So they had 3 in the 3rd. Was it 2 or 3 in the 2nd? And then 3 of the first 5 picks in the first round. If you don't make it to the NFC Championship game, it's a failure. It's a failure if you don't make it to the NFC Championship game. Yeah, he had pick number 1, pick number 3, and pick number 5 in the first round. He gave away some players, yes. So he's got to get players back, obviously. And I get that. But to have those type of selections in a draft, and a defensive-oriented draft, too. This is a defensive draft. I hope you guys know that. This is a defensive draft and an offensive line draft. There are some offensive pieces in this draft. If this is the same draft class I'm thinking about, there is some offensive pieces in this draft. But this is more of a defensive draft and an offensive line draft. That's why you saw a bunch of offensive linemen going in the first round, especially the first form of picks. I think we had 2 straight. Yeah, matter of fact, we had 2 or 3 straight in the first 6 or 7 picks, something like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. But this is definitely a lineman draft and definitely a defensive draft. You saw a lot of teams working early for the trenches, and understandably so. That's why you do it. Shout out to my wife, Miss Snypz, getting me some water. She saw me here drinking my coffee and made sure I had to get some water. I do apologize for that, guys. Let me get back to that. I don't know why I did that. My bad. Oh, Commanders got a good wideout. They got a good wideout right there. Again, for you guys that play college, man. For you guys that play college football, you know a lot of these players. Again, I already know that Slim knows a lot of these guys here. Commanders got a good one at 109. They got a good one right there. They got a goodie. .94 speed hitting dead. Man. Look, Slim, you did your damn thing on that one, brother. Great job. All right, Giants are up. And they get a center. Parker Brailsford. Okay. Hey, look, the G-men are trying to work for the trenches, guys. I love it. We got a left tackle, although we do have a solid left tackle already. You know what I'm saying? But now they got a center, young center. Get him worked up a little bit. Get rid of some of these other old contracts. Make some things happen. I like it. I like what the Giants are doing right now. Again, for anybody that's just came in here, just coming in here, excuse me. I did take over the Giants in this league, but I will not be drafting because, again, as I stated, you know what I mean, I respect guys in the league. I don't know none of you guys, but I still have enough respect for you guys to not come in and take anybody's players or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? You know, on my watch. Now, if the computer does it, then ain't nothing you can say to me. There's nothing you can say to me at that point. But I got respect enough for you guys to not do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to let them do the drafting, and then I'll work them from that point forward. All right? I get into certain leagues based on you know, the rules. Because there's certain rules I just can't deal with. I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. There's certain rules I can't deal with. Okay? I'll tell you guys right now my favorite league that I'm in. All right? And it's a league that I rock with my boys with, and we've been rocking for the past, 21 years now. All right? That's Madden Underground. All right? It's a big money league. We give away a lot of money there. We've been working together, doing big things. We got a website, MaddenUnderground.com. If you want to go check it out, please do. We do tournaments for college. We do tournaments for Madden. We were supposed to have one today, but something came about. We couldn't do it. So that's why I was able to actually do this early for you guys here today. But that's our website over there, MaddenUnderground.com. But that particular league, there's basically no rules with the exception of being, the wide receiver at tight end spot, things like that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you know what I'm saying? There's no rules there. That's my favorite one, and let me tell you why. All right? And I recommend any of you guys here to get into at least one league with no rules. I'm gonna tell you why. Now, again, this is somebody that has been, this is me that has been dealing with leagues for over 20 years. Well over 20 years. I'm talking about live leagues where we're going to people's houses. That's how we were back in the day. We were going to people's houses. We were going to clubhouses for league games. We were going to firehouses for league games. TVs set up, all that good stuff. All right? That's what we were doing back in the day. All right? The reason why you get into a league that has zero rules, as Slim just stated, it definitely sharpens up your sword. It sharpens your sword, guys. You might say, I don't like leagues without rules. I hear that all the time as a commentator. I hear it all the time. I promise you guys, you want to be in one league with no rules. because it will sharpen your sword. It really will. It will sharpen your sword, guys. All right? You got to take that as a weapon, as a tool. All right? Listen, my weapon in real life, is the Bible, guys. All right? It is. All right? That's my sword. All right? That helps me live throughout life. You feel me? So, at the end of the day, you guys are here playing a game of Madden trying to win a championship, trying to win a Super Bowl in a specific league. In whatever league it may be, every league will help you out. It'll be your sword. So I recommend any of you guys, if you have an opportunity to get into one league that has no rules, and you could do whatever you want, go for it on 4th and 20 at the 10-yard line if you want to, it doesn't matter. Get in one league like that. One. It'll sharpen your sword, guys. Promise you that. It'll make you a better Madden player, if that's what you want. Now, if you're a guy there's a lot of guys that just want to come in for the camaraderie and just have a good time with their people and just play the game of Madden the right way, that's what they want to do. Respect on that. I'm with you on that. Then if that's how you are, great. You do that. You know what I mean? But if you get to a point where you want to just simply be better at the game and get frustrated at not being able to compete, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what you need to do. Go and be 0-16 in that league if you have to. It doesn't matter. It's still going to sharpen your sword, guys. All right? Friendly PSA from your boy Snypz. I see some guys talking about 8-0 right now. So, Fat, you in a league like that too? I know Slim said he's in a league like that as well. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you guys. I'm telling y'all. Guys, we're in round 5. We in round 5. Y'all going through it. We about to be done. We about to be done. But, I mean, right now, guys. Okay, so I'm looking at the draft right now. Okay, so Seahawks is at 133. They only got one pick in this round. Wow. So they got one pick in this round. Commanders have 2. The Eagles have 2. The Dolphins have 1. Ravens have 2. Browns have 2. Packers have 2. Okay, so it looks like we're coming up to the point where guys have made deals, and now we're starting to see those deals come about. And we're seeing some teams with, 2 picks here, 2 picks there, 2 all over the place. Give me 30 seconds, guys, real quick. Let me just run and get my I got to run and get my iPad because I know college football's on right now. I want to see some of the scores real quick. If you guys know any of the scores right now, let me know in the chat what some of the scores are right now. But I know college football's on right now. Let me just run and get my tablet. 30 seconds, guys. Be right back. All right, guys, we're back at it here. So you guys are going through this draft, like I said. Oh, Huskies. Are the Huskies winning right now? 14-3? You know what? That's another topic of discussion for a lot of people. Play cool down. That is another topic of discussion for a lot of people. I know a lot of leagues enjoy the play cool down. I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all because it kind of keeps you fresh. You know what I'm saying? To be able to pick other plays. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. But sometimes, to me, sometimes it hurts. You know what I'm saying? That opportune time, like, fourth quarter, second type deal. And again, kind of going back to what I just said 10 seconds ago, it will sharpen, your play calling ability to say, you know what, if you know you're going to need this play at this particular time, then you better not pick it at that particular time. You know what I'm saying? So I get it. I totally get it. But still, all in all, I feel like it's sometimes, and it's based on the league too. You know what I'm saying? It's based on the league too. Sometimes if you have too many rules, like let me tell you something, like this league here, it's got rules. And I looked at them last night. And I'm cool with them. I'm cool with all of them. I got no problem with them. These are straight. But man, listen, there's leagues out there. They got some rules. All right? And some of them I commentate for, okay? And you gotta be a guy that is okay with those rules before you get in there because they're real. And they're not playing with you. Like, they'll tell you, for example, they'll tell you, look, if once you move a player, you got to stay on that player. You know what I'm saying? Once you move a player pre-snap, you got to stay on that player. You know what I'm saying? Post-snap, when the ball goes up, then you could change it. But you got to stay on that player. You know what I mean? So there's rules that you got to be ready to be adjusted with. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not ready to adjust to particular rules like that, make sure any leagues you get in, read those rules first. Hey, look, I asked the commissioner when we talked last night, because I saw that I was going to get in here anyway because of the fact that I wanted to be able to show you guys the draft while we're doing it live. And I was just going to pick the Colts at first, but I saw the Giants were open, and I said, wait a minute. Let me ask him real quick. Yo, are the Giants available? It's like, yeah, the Giants are available. Oh, shoot, say less. Yo, when the Giants are available in a specific league, I'm like, and I see that they're intact. Man, give me my boy. Let me try to work with my boys a little bit. Why not? Let me try a different league. Why not? But before I did that, he'll tell you. I said, what are the rules? He sent them right to me. And I took a second to go through all the rules. Now I said, cool. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that you can do. You know what I'm saying? If you're in, I ain't saying to be in the 20 different leagues. I don't think anybody should do that. If you have a life, you don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And there's certain times where, like, for example, from what I understand, with the previous Giants owner, which was 10-7 last season, he was not bad. He was 10-7. But the previous Giants owner, he had some life things to do. He had too much going on, so he couldn't probably be in as many leagues. I guarantee you that Giants owner is not in just one league. I don't think anybody in here is in just one league. I don't think so. And if you are, big up to you. Oh, Giants getting the selection. Who the Giants got? Let's just hit the button. Got a backer, Kyle Lewis. Interesting. So Kyle Lewis, a Sam backer. And we got some backers here too, but you know what? we got to start looking. We got to start looking. I'll be honest with you. Like for this particular season here, we will have to start looking at Okereke a little bit. I love him, but it might be time. We'll see. We'll see. And you never know, guys. Okereke might be on the block. We'll let you know. We'll find out what Kyle Lewis is all about. We'll find out. Alabama winning that game right now? That's a big game, too, isn't it? Are they? Oh, wait, they're not playing yet, are they? That game is later on tonight, isn't it? Oh, let me turn my games on. I'm tripping. I am tripping. Oh, they are playing right now. They're playing the Gamecocks right now. Oh, it's a 7-3 game. Okay, yeah, I'm putting that one on. Let's do that. Yep, let's do that. Wait, is the ASU was later, I think. I'm telling you guys, I really, and again, I'm not a ASU fan. I try to follow players. In college, I try to follow players. I used to follow Nebraska a lot. I was a big Ron Dane fan. That tells you how old I am, right? I was a big Ron Dane fan, man. I follow Nebraska a lot. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, I'm not really a fan of any team. You know what I'm saying? I follow Texas right now because of Arch Manning. And I want to see what he does, and I'm more of a player type of guy now in college. You know what I'm saying? So I don't get to really study every single player, but I like watching certain players in college. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a player guy. I'm not an Ohio State guy at all either, but I damn sure will watch Jeremiah Smith if I see him on TV. I want to see what he does. That's one of the reasons why when I was talking about earlier about Jordan Tyson, I've been watching both of those guys, man. I'm telling you, arguably, to me, that's just my personal opinion. Again, most people will be like, nah, Jeremiah Smith is that dude. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple boys that are Ohio State fans, and they'll be ready to kick me in the groin for talking that foolery according to them. All right? But Jordan Tyson is that dude. All right? It's just my opinion. Just my opinion. So we are at pick number 150 here for round number 5. And you guys are going through this draft, man. We're going to be done with this before 4 o'clock. We're going to be done with this before 4. There's no question in my mind we're going to be done with this before 4 o'clock. So now we don't even know who that is. The strong safety, we have no idea who that is for Philly. But it's a two hash first name. We know that. It's a 2-letter hash first name. And he's a strong safety. So Slim Jenkins, I need you to look that up for me. I need you to look that up for me. Strong safety, 2 digits. I mean, it is college, though, right? So it's going to be pretty tough to find. It might be. Dante Corleone. Eagles making some picks here today. Late rounds. Xavier Nwankpa? Really? Wow. Wait a minute. For Philly? How was that? It's a 2. Huh? Yeah, they just messed my theory up then with these hashtags. 93 speed too? Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay. So Seattle asked me who I think won the draft. I mean, right now, I think we all said it. Yeah, Seattle won the draft right now. But I think as of right now, it's all about what Seattle does in this season with all these draft picks that he got. Okay? I feel, this is my feeling on it, I feel that we have to have at least an NFC title game with all of these draft picks that the Seahawks had. We have to have an NFC championship game. So real quick, guys, everybody that's in here right now that's in this league, I got a question for you guys right now. Do you guys enjoy this type of vibe when you do a draft? I'm just curious. All right, there's some leagues that do enjoy it, some that don't. I do one every year for a fantasy draft for my guys over at the oh my gosh, well, I can't remember the name off the top of my head. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember the name off the top of my head. The House of Hard Knocks, that's it. House of Hard Knocks League. They do a fantasy draft every year, so I always do their draft, and I do 5 hours of coverage for their draft. So their fantasy draft is not 7 rounds. Their fantasy draft goes, and they do every single round. It starts at like 7 in the evening on Saturdays, goes all the way up till Sunday morning, like before football starts. It's crazy. And we do it every year. I only do 5 hours of coverage. I won't do that much time. Look, I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. If I do that type of time, you're gonna be paying my rent for that month. I'm just keeping it a stack with you. I do that type of time for commentary and talking all the time, and I gotta be, I gotta have a specific vibe and everything else. Man, look, ain't no way. Another left tackle in Monroe Mills. All right, Giants, what are y'all doing? y'all really working the trenches here. Trenches are being worked for the Giants. I guess they don't need no skill players. Yeah, the league is running real smooth. I like it for sure. And then let me tell you, like that particular league that I do that fantasy draft for, let me tell you, all 32 guys are in the stream. Everybody. It is so much of a vibe, and they're in there for my 5 hours, they're in there the whole time. Some guys start nodding off, you know what I'm saying? I mean, there was moments where we heard guys like literally on the mic, on the microphone. We literally hear them snoring because it's 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning and the draft is still going. You know what I'm saying? It's wild. It really is. But again, it's necessary. For leagues like that, you want to have yourself available. And for anybody that does a fantasy draft league, I know some of you guys probably have done it, but you need to be in there at least for your first, I'm going to be honest with you, probably your first 25, 26 picks. You got to be able to at least get your 22. You got to get your 11 on offense, 11 on defense. You got to get that. If you don't do that, you're gonna suffer. you got to at least be there for at least 25 rounds. My opinion. At least 25 rounds. Especially a league that has injuries on. Yeah, you better be in there for at least 25 rounds. At least. I'm gonna tell you the one team right now, guys, that I'm intrigued to see once this draft is over and you get to week 1. I'm intrigued to see. I'm intrigued to see the Raiders and Lenore Sellers. I want to see Lenore Sellers on the Raiders. Let me ask you this: is Lenore Sellers gonna be? He was picked in the 2nd round. Will he be week 1 starter? Is the Raiders here right now? If they're not here, it's okay. We could still put it up there. Is Lenore Sellers the week 1 starter for the Las Vegas Raiders? I mean, I think it's a legit question. I think he will be. I mean, you pick him at round 2. And if you only had Geno Smith there, unless he had somebody else, but if you only had Geno Smith there, I think Lenore will be the starter. Slim's calling out Rookie of the Year for Lenore Sellers. Oh, wow. Wow. He's calling out the Rookie of the Year. Oh, Geno's a 91 overall. Oh, that's tough. He's got him up to a 91 overall. What was the Raiders' record in season 1? If anybody knows. As a matter of fact, Raiders' record was 11-6 in week 1. I forgot you guys have a Neon here. Again, neonsports.com with a Z at the end. Well, he said Geno trash though, but I mean at 91, you got him up to a 91. He had 35 touchdowns, 22 interceptions. He balled out though with Ashton though. I'll tell you that. He balled out with Ashton. Almost 2,400 yards rushing. Yeah, he balled out with him. That's for sure. Balled out. And he led the league in rushing by a landslide. The only other person that came close to him was Bijan Robinson with 1,665 yards. So wait, 12-4. Hold on. Well, let me make sure I got this right here. This is the FFF, right? So this is wrong? Why did show the Raiders here 11-6 then? Interesting. All right, who did the Giants get this time? Did they get another lineman? They got a cornerback, Antonio Kite. So the Giants got Antonio Kite. They got a corner. They're trying to bring a Jackson Dart guy into the building. For those that don't know, he's from Ole Miss. Yeah, we'll see soon how that pans out for the G-men. Yeah, we got some questionables over there in the corner spot. Oh, that's a different league. Okay, got you. Okay. Had me freaked out here for a second. I ain't gonna lie to you. So look, now here's the thing. Because remember we were talking earlier too now about the Seahawks winning this draft with all these draft picks that they got. I mean, we got to keep in mind, you know what I mean? They were 4-13 in season 1. So obviously they wanted to work a lot of things on this team, and understandably so. They wanted to work a lot of things, and they did that. And to be honest with you, look, they're doing a fabulous job right now. With this draft, they really are. You know what I mean? But again, it's gonna be a, for Seattle, it's gonna be a worst to first type of situation. That's exactly what it is, because they were the worst in the West, in the West, in the NFC West. That is, you know what I'm saying? They weren't worst in the conference. The Saints were the worst in the conference, but they were right up there. So because of that, this is definitely a worst to first type situation because of all those draft picks. And if they all hit, I'm intrigued to see all these numbers at the end of the day. Once this draft is done, Neon will get updated and we'll see a lot of the statistics and everything else. And like I said, if we end up doing a game of the week, a game of the week for you guys, because like I said, if we get done by 3, I'm probably gonna bless y'all with a game of the week, either on week 1 or week 2 or something like that. We'll get it all figured out. I'll get it panned out with the commish. But I'm definitely going to talk about some of these key picks that were selected for Seattle. And maybe we need to do a Seattle game. You know what I mean? Based on wanting to be able to see some of these guys at work. Maybe we do a week 2 Seattle game. Either week 1 or week 2 Seattle game. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll get that figured out. Maybe we'll go ahead and get that figured out. Should be fun. We got another hashtag there in Rasheem. It's a Sam Backer. Yo, big up to the Steelers. They got Malachi Fields. That's Malachi Fields from Notre Dame, isn't it? Oh, man. Yeah, that's a 6'4" dude. That's a 6'4" dude right there. Johnson said week 1's a good one. Chiefs versus Seahawks. If it, Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to do that. We might have to do that. I might like that one. Chiefs were the top of the conference at 14-3, man. So Raiders trying to work, man. The Raiders trying to work in this draft to dethrone those Chiefs. So the Giants have no more selections. Patriots pick up Xavier Scott. Sorry for the blackout again. It does it from time to time. Again, I don't know why, but we're not going to get out and get back in right now. It was kind of pointless to do that. Miller Moss for the Vikings. Katron Allen with the Bills. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm interested to see Katron Allen's stats for the Bills. I mean, we all know he already has a so Seattle does have that 213 pick now. So starting to see a couple halfbacks go here. I call Katron Allen the mini Lil Fame. For those that know East Coast hip hop, Lil Fame is from MOP. He looks like him. Like they could be family. You know, the thing about it too is that we tend to know the sexy players, pause. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, when you talk about numbers and everything else and what they do, you know, from the offensive side and even from the defensive side, man. But the trench guys are the guys that We really need to, and I know I got to do a better job of that my damn self. I'm gonna be honest with you. I need to know more about the trench guys. I really do. I need to learn those trench guys. In drafts. I got to get that stuff figured out. I got to know the trench guys. If I'm constantly getting, pressure after pressure, I'm getting sacked beyond belief. Most of the time it's because of user error. You know what I'm saying? But there's some moments, man, that it's like, what is your offensive line doing, man? You know what I'm saying? In this game, it's like that sometimes. And if you're able to get the right trench players in this game, man, you could have so much daggone success. I mean, sometimes we do gotta remember it's a video game, so these games, man, sometimes if you got Lamar Jackson, you know what I mean, based on whatever your rules are in a league, if you got a Lamar Jackson, he's a cheat code. That's why I'm so intrigued to see the Raiders play with Lenore Sells. I want to see those stats for Lenore and what his speed is going to be amongst everything else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. His throw power might be up there as well, too. I don't know. But again, I'm looking forward to seeing those stats. When those stats come out, Commish, let me know. Send them to me. I definitely want to see them stats. Well, I could look on Neon, too. I'll make sure it's updated on Neon, and I'll look it up on Neon as well. Go to blackout again. Jaden Greathouse. So the Lions get a wide out. All of Notre Dame guys is going now. That's where Jaden Greathouse is at. He's from Notre Dame. Titans getting a quarterback in the 7th round, Kevin Jennings. Interesting. That's an interesting pick, though, for the Titans. That is interesting. How is Kevin Jennings in college football 26? He's from the Mustangs, just so everybody knows. He's from the SMU Mustangs. How is he in college football 26? You know what, Slim? I'll tell you right now. I play guys online that play with nothing but Lamar Jackson, trying to go left and right all over the place. Obviously the key with Lamar Jackson is you gotta pick your poison. You gotta pick your spots. You know what I'm saying? You can't just get it and just roll to the outside. You can't do that. Like, I play with nothing but the Giants. I just play with the Giants. You know what I'm saying? And my edge rushers on the Giants, if you try to go left and right with Lamar Jackson all over, we're gonna shut you down every time. You're not gonna beat us going left to right. If you pick your spots, that's a different story. But you're right. Great edge guys could shut any running quarterback down. And if the guys that's running with those said quarterbacks, if they don't pick their spots, that's when they'll get hit. That's what guys used to do back in the day with Madden. They would just consistently just go left, right, just running left and right all over the place. And it's crazy. Alabama's struggling right now, man. South Carolina just put up 3, so it's a 7-6 game now. The spies hurt you sometimes, though, Slim. That's the thing. But again, it's just based on what type of edge rushers you have. So I get it. If you have to do that, I totally get it. You know what I'm saying? I totally get it. So I do understand that. I do. So we're just about shutting down this draft. This is the final round. You guys went through this pretty quick. You guys had ideas. Most of you guys had ideas on who you wanted to select. Some guys are not here. They're just auto-selecting, which is understandable. Myself included, I was an auto-selector today as the Giants because I just joined the Giants yesterday. So I said I'm not going to make any selections. I don't want to take nothing away from the guys that are actually here. I want to show everybody some love in that regard. So I'm showing respect and not making any selections. But next draft, trust me, I will be. And I will be doing my homework. I do a lot of homework when it comes down to this stuff, and I didn't have any time to do any homework, so that's why I'm not making any selections as well. Texans are up at 220. Mr. Irrelevant at 224 is coming up real soon for the world champion Bears. When do you hear that? My wife is a Bears fan. And she's probably listening to me right now like, wow, where do you hear world champion Bears from? It's crazy, right? I'm telling you guys, this was a defense and a defensive draft. And a left tackle and right tackle draft. It really was. All right. Draft is complete, everybody. The draft is complete. Excuse me. So, the last trade that we had, I believe the Seahawks, they moved up to pick number 213, and then the Commanders got 2 future picks. So Commanders get some more picks at the end of that. So obviously now we're going to be getting ready to hit. This is your draft recap. Let's take a look at this recap real quick and some of the contracts that happened with the Giants. So the right tackle is 78 overall, not bad. Pretty big contract too at $8.4 million. Antonio Williams, good contract for him, 5.6, not bad at all. 91 speed, not bad, not too bad. We got a center. Let's look at those Raiders real quick. Lenoris Sellers. They gave him 89 speed. So it's not what I thought it was going to be. But it's not too bad, though. That's not too bad. Let's go to the throw power. 96 throw power. Okay. 96 throw power, 79 short, 73 medium, 75 deep. Okay, 78 throw on the run. All right, so he's not bad. Lenoris Sellers is not bad. Now, let's go to the Seahawks. These are all the Seahawks picks. Guys, when I tell y'all right now that this is wild. So we got Caleb Downs at the number 1 pick. Okay. Then at the number 3 pick, he got Caden Proctor, which is a 77 overall. Pretty big contract. But so now see, here's the kicker. When you get those type of picks, guys, look at these contracts you have to give up. So this, and I guess the Seahawks had a pretty decent cap. I guess the Seahawks had a pretty decent cap. I guess they had a pretty decent cap because those contracts are wild. He's got a 96 speed in Marquise Johnson from Mizzou. Then he got a cornerback at 95 speed in King Mack. 95 speed. Not bad, man. You got Jaden Ott. Okay. Yep. He did not do bad in this draft at all. 93 speed halfback. He did not do bad in this draft whatsoever. He did not. You got a 90 speed Colin Simmons in the 6th round. Wow. Hey, look. Seattle ain't do too daggone bad, man. They did not do bad at all. They did not do bad at all whatsoever. Let's look at the Bucks. They got all 70s in the first 5 rounds. So that's great. Left edge, 81 speed here. Got a 91 speed halfback in Mekhi Hughes. Is it going to still let me look at it? Yep, it does. Yeah, they didn't do bad. They didn't do half bad. They're gonna be decent, man. Then having they got Jaden Carter as well too from the Eagles. So this defense is gonna be something. That defense is definitely gonna be something. This is another team that had a lot of draft picks in the Cardinals. I don't see a lot of speed demons out there. Let me see. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this real quick. Let's look. You know when we talk about Madden, it's all about speed, right? So let's look at the whole entire draft. Let's look at this. Let's do the speed here. All right. So Barian Brown is the fastest guy in this draft with a 97 speed at the wideout position. Evan Stewart for the Ravens, 96 speed. The Panthers with, I forgot who Davison was. I'm not going to even say the name right now, but he's got a 96 speed as well. Zachariah Branch, we all knew he was fast as well, 96 speed for him. Elliott Washington, the cornerback with a 96 speed, going to the Patriots. And there goes Marquise Johnson at the 96 speed spot. Reuben Owens, halfback with a 95 speed. He's the fastest halfback in the game, right next to Desmond Reed for the Texans. And then we get back to the receivers again with Anthony Evans III with 95 speed, and then Dalen Everett for the Cowboys with 95 speed. London Humphreys for the Eagles at the wideout with 95 speed. So a lot of speed going on. And then we got a bunch of 95s at the cornerback spot. Damani Jackson, King Mack, Avion Terrell, who had great numbers in that 11th pick. And then Jair Hill for the Panthers. Nick Harbor, 95 speed. So he didn't get the 99 that he had in college, but they bumped him down a notch a little bit here for the pros. So I would assume, just like him and Lenore Sellers, they got bumped down a couple points from college to Madden, but they're probably going to be easy to build up, to be honest with you. But speed is very difficult to build in Madden. It's very difficult. You got to do some work to get that speed up. No question. So we got some speed demons in this draft, guys. Jonte Cook the second. Yeah, we got some speed demons here. We got some speed demons. Ooh, 94 speed there for J. Michael Serdivian. So yeah, this is yeah. This is going to be an interesting season, guys. This is going to be an interesting season. This is going to be an interesting season, guys. No question. All right, well, look. This draft is complete. Okay, we are officially now in week 1 preseason. All right. So obviously I got to get on there and do some things as well too. But that is going to conclude this draft, guys. That is going to conclude this draft. So, man, you guys got done with this thing heck of quick. No question about that. You guys definitely got done with this thing fast. The Season 2 draft is complete here for the Franchise Football Federation. And good luck to each and every one of you guys that are in this league. Again, we appreciate you guys tuning in here to Snypz TV Gaming. Thank you so much for being a part. And we are going to get on out of here, guys. So take care. Be blessed. We're going to catch you guys more than likely for a week 1 game. We're going to try to get the Seahawks and Chiefs game. We'll see if that happens. All right. We'll try to schedule a time, see if we can make it work based on the schedule that we have as well. But we're going to get you guys a week 1 game. All right. So with that being said, guys, it is your boy Snypz. Again, if you like the commentary and everything that is here right now for you guys, again, please make sure you drop us a sub on our YouTube page. Also, Snypz TV Gaming on YouTube. Like, subscribe, hit the bell icon. Make sure you get all of our notifications once we go live with certain shows and things of that such. It's greatly appreciated, no doubt about it. And again, we thank you so much for being a part. Who is going to be the first to get belt to ass in this league? We gonna see. We gonna see real soon, everybody. Anyway, guys, with that being said, it's your boy Snypz. Thank you so much for tuning in. Greatly appreciate you guys, man. Again, so much I can't say it enough how much I appreciate you guys, man. Thank y'all again for being a part of the FFF Season 2 Fantasy Draft. Take care. God bless you guys. Have a great night, everyone, and we will catch you in the next one. We are out, y'all.